As we bow our heads, let's pray. Heavenly Father, we come before you today, and we thank you for your many blessings and gifts that you bestowed to us all, Lord. We thank you for your grace, and we thank you for your peace and your keeping power. And we thank you for your Holy Spirit, which guides us in all truth. This evening, Lord, I pray for the city council members of this great city. I pray for your continued guiding hand upon each and every one of them. I lift up their families to you as well for guidance and your safekeeping. Tonight, Lord, we pray for your divine direction and guidance over tonight's meeting and all things that take place in our world and in this city. Your word instructs us to pray for those who are in positions of authority and who rule. Your word says, first of all, then I urge that supplications, prayers, and intercessions and thanksgivings be made for all people, for kings and all who are in high positions, that we may lead a peaceful and quiet life, godly and dignified in every way. Your word also says, by me, kings reign and rulers issue decrees that are just. By me, princes govern and nobles, all who rule the earth. So this evening, dear Lord, we pray for your grace and strength upon this meeting and upon the city council. Continue to guide them and bless them. We pray all this in the name of your precious Son, Jesus. And we all say, Amen. Thank you.
So I present the certificate to Matt on behalf of the city of Norwalk for his invitation with us today on April 16, 2024. And we want to remind you that your faith and guidance is a positive contribution for our community. So thank you very much. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's a pleasure meeting you. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt. Next, we have Daniela Mercado. Daniela, where are you? Okay, why don't you come on up to the podium while I introduce you? Yes, okay. Daniela is a student at Lambton Elementary School and is in the 3rd grade. Daniela has been a Norwalk resident for all her life. Daniela lives an active life as tumbling classes as one of her hobbies. Now she dances and enjoys singing, and she is great at remembering lyrics. On her spare time, she enjoys taking care of her furry babies of 2 cats and 1 dog. Her favorite place to go in Norwalk is Chuck E. Cheese's. Yeah, fun. Thank you for being here, Daniela. Please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Whenever you're ready, it's all yours, young lady.
Okay. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Daniela. So on behalf of the city of Norwalk, we want to thank you for reciting the Pledge of Allegiance during our April 16th, 2024 council meeting. Your leadership and courage make our community a better place. And I think you did phenomenal. Your tone and your voice was just on point. Very, very good. Congratulations.
Just kidding. She talked about the way. Would you bring your parents or your mom here? No pictures? Fearless, right? Fearless. Good job.
I think she was ready to take my seat up here as mayor, right? Future Mayor Daniela. Okay, City Clerk, can we get a roll call, please?
Councilmembers Perez,
Here.
Valencia,
Here.
Vice Mayor Ayala.
Here.
Mayor Rios.
Here. Closed session report?
Yes, Madam Mayor, members of the City Council, the record should reflect the City Council this evening convened into closed session with all four members that are present tonight, were present in closed session. That prior to recessing into closed session, the one item was announced for conference of legal counsel regarding anticipated litigation. On that item, the City Council was briefed. There was no final action taken, and there is nothing required to be reported at this time. It's appropriate to continue with the open portion of the meeting.
Okay, thank you to our city manager, and we're going to continue with city council comments. We'll begin this evening with Councilmember Ana Valencia.
Okay, thank you. All right, Thursday, April 4th, Assemblywoman Blanca Pacheco had an event, and it was actually her birthday event, and she had it in Santa Fe Springs at Maggie's. And that was a really nice event, very well attended, lots of familiar faces, lots of good people. And I did have some people that did approach me about some things, so I'll be meeting with some other folks, specifically some folks, Ivan Sulik from our supervisor's office, and then a few other people that were talking about possible projects, possible collaboration. So I thought that was great, and I'll be involving obviously our mayor and our city manager as well. Then that later on that evening, the Southeast Water, we had a meeting in Vernon, and that was at 7 p.m. Lots of really good information, and they are supposed to get it to us by email and get us some slides, because I want to be able to share that with everyone here in the council, but also with you, and possibly have this information out. It is by the state, and it is good information, and mainly that we are still in a big water shortage, and that we are going to be having to really reduce the water that we use, the water usage. And it's a little scary because, I mean, many of us already try, to take shorter showers, what have you. But now it's also going to involve like how much laundry you do and how many loads and all that. and you know, because they are going to be calculating the water gallons that we use, and it's really good information. Not enough. I don't remember enough to have to be able to give you a good report, but that's why we're going to be waiting on this information. And I hope that as soon as we get it, we'll be able to compile something, City Manager Jesus Gomez, and get this information out, because I think it's something that everybody needs to know and everybody needs to have, especially since they're going to be fining, and there's going to be some fines, there's going to be all these things with the cities involved. So yeah, we need to have that. So Tuesday, April 9th was the Friends of the Norwalk Libraries fundraiser over at SoCal Pizza, and I was able to attend the tail end of it, and was able to give a contribution to the Norwalk Friends of the Norwalk Libraries. Really good organization, and do some great work. And although I didn't get to have the pizza, because by the time we got there, Commissioner Claudia Pavon and I went, it was already closing. It was already not enough time to sit and eat, and we wanted to sit and eat. So we went over to Kung Pao Bowl, a couple of doors down, and I don't know if you're familiar, but every few Tuesdays, and they publicize it, although I'm not on their list yet, but I'm getting on their list. Soto Band was performing there, and we got to have some nice Kung Pao bowls and some good music, and that was a lot of fun. So I'm hoping that we can publicize that some more. As soon as I find out, I'll let you all know. That was a really nice event, and got to see the family and a few of my friends. So Saturday, April 13th, this past Saturday, I've been attending this City Council Academy along with the Sheriff's Department, and that was my session number 3. It was held at the Pitches Detention Center in Castaic. I drove along with council members of Bellflower, and let me tell you, we were able to experience some of the training that the sheriffs do when they begin their training for sheriffs. This is scary stuff. We got into this in Castaic. They have a very good, what would you call it? Where they drive really fast and stuff. The road area. EVOC. But what does EVOC stand for again?
Emergency Vehicle Operations Center.
That is, but their training facility, basically. And what she said. And anyway, so you maneuver, you do all these things. There was this area where you're in water, right? It's supposed to simulate like stormy situations. And then they have it where you, as you turn, and they tell you to go quickly, you don't have the brakes. So you kind of have to veer, and we almost did a 360, but they taught us in the beginning how to do it safely. It was very interesting. And when one thing is hearing about it and learning about it in theory, and then another is when you're behind the wheel. Oh my God, a little scary, but I'm glad I went through it, because I've got a newfound respect, more of a respect for our sheriffs and what they go through, and having to have the people on the radio and having to think real quick and do all these strategies and maneuvers. It was intense. And then of course was the fast one, where you have to go really fast and do all these other things with the car. That was amazing. But let me tell you, that was incredible. So later on that afternoon, when we got back, we parked at Bellflower City Council area, and then I walked over to that facility. It's a bunch of restaurants and shops where they're all made of containers. So I got to see some really good ideas that we could possibly bring over here, and I think we've been talking, right? People have been conversations, but I did get to see. I don't know if you're familiar with our Argentinian empanada place, Un Rinconcito Argentino. How many of you gone? Where's my Dora and a few others that love that place? Anyway, that place, they had some roofing issues because El Chilito, and the nail place over on Imperial and Orange, around that area, there was a fire. And so there was some situations there, and I'll be talking to the city manager about that because they need a little bit of help with that. And so I said, hey, let me know. And I gave him my card, and we're going to be having some conversations because we're here to help, you know. And Karen, I think I'm going to call you as well because I think that they need a little bit of support. So we'll talk, okay? But it was nice to see them, and they're anxious to get back to, back and start business. I wanted to mention that this weekend, this Sunday specifically, April 21st will be the Autism Resource Fair here at our Norwalk Sports Complex. If you get a chance, come on out. It's a great event. Lots of people there who provide services for autistic kids, and families, and a lot of really good support. So I invite you to come on by, and I'll be stopping by as well. And that's what I have. Thank you, Mayor.
You're welcome. Councilmember Jennifer Perez.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everyone. You all thought we were done with the rain, didn't you? The only thing that I will say this time with our bout of rain and 85-degree weather outside, please take a walk around your property, take a walk around your house, discard standing water. We don't want to start this infestation of mosquitoes, so please watch for that. We've had so much water, so much rain. We love the greenery. Our grass looks wonderful. But please go around your house, take a trip, and make sure you are discarding of that standing water so that we don't have an infestation of mosquitoes coming up in the summer. Our team has so much coming up here in the city of Norwalk. Make sure you are paying attention to all of our social media pages. And speaking of the social media pages, I would like to really highlight our public safety department. This new public safety social media page, whether it's on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, whatever they may be these days, they're putting out some really great PSAs in regards to speeding, in regards to mini bikes, the hits and the watches and the shares and the conversations that are coming out on those particular PSAs have really been received well, at least in my neighborhood. A lot of our neighbors are all talking about it. So it works. We get the word out there. The neighbors start talking. We recognize it, see something, say something. It's working. So please continue to watch out for our social media pages, all of them in the city of Norwalk. And just thanks to the entire team, because I know everybody is out there working to be proud of the city of Norwalk. And why not? Why wouldn't we want to be? This is an amazing place to work, live, and play. So that's all I have tonight, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Vice Mayor Tony Ayala.
Yeah, I just have one item, Mayor. I just want to say that I really enjoyed the ribbon cutting at Vista Verde. I grew up a couple blocks from there, so I've been using that park and also Ceramenes Park that used to be Waymore Park. But, when I was a kid, especially during summertime, me and my neighbors and stuff, we used to spend a lot of time at these parks. So seeing it get, equipment, I think was great. The park looks great. And I know we're going to get a video that, that covers that. But, I just want to say that, I really enjoyed it. I don't want to say it's about time because it makes it sound like we're not doing something we should have been doing, but it's just good to see. So I'm sure that the residents living around that park, they got to be very happy. So that's it.
Thank you, Tony. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us today during our council meeting. A couple of things that I wanted to share. So this week is being recognized as Earth Week. We'd like to think of it as Earth Month, but there's a couple of exciting activities taking place this week, especially at our parks, Park Pals Art. So I encourage you to spread the word, families with young children, go to your local park and participate in one of the workshops. A little bit of information I wanted to share in terms of the earth and protection of our natural resources and climate change and That's just something I'm very, very passionate about. So one of the facts I wanted to share, because this year's theme is planet versus plastics. So there are 380 million tons of plastics every year used by consumers. 380 million. Only 9% of that is recycled. Where does the rest of it go? Think about that. So I encourage you, if you have reusable cups, other type of containers that carry your water and beverages, please make an effort to do that. But if you do have to use plastics, please remember to recycle those that are recyclable plastics, because at the end of the day, we have to think about our consumption, and all those extras, where is it that they go? They don't just automatically disappear into thin air. They go back into Mother Earth, our Earth, that our future generations are going to inherit. So that's kind of how I look at it. And along that theme, on April 20th, we are having at 8 a.m. Athens is hosting a citywide cleanup event here at City Hall. And it goes along our theme of not just Earth Month, but also our theme of clean and safe for the city of Norwalk. So this offers an opportunity for our residents. You have those disposable items, discards, heavy, bulky items that you want to get rid of, or you've just finished doing your spring cleaning. Bring it over. Athens, ESO Correct, is going to be very happy to take it. And that is just one step in our efforts to help you beautify your house and beautify your neighborhoods. That is this Saturday, 8 a.m. Yes. Yes, at Norwalk City Hall. Yes. Yes. Okay. Let me look at this flyer. Okay, so let me see. Acceptable items are include, but are not limited to, dryers, furniture, mattresses, refrigerators, rugs, tree trunks, washing machines, water heaters, sofas, beds, and tree branches. Not acceptable, explosives, ammunition, radioactive materials, household hazardous waste, waste generated by commercial businesses, and household trash. Okay? And also that day at 9 a.m. at Norwalk Park, we are holding a rose garden beautification project. For those of you that want to join us, it is open to the community. This is one of the initiatives that I wanted to introduce, again, clean and safe city, but also aligned with all our efforts to beautify our parks, to bring them up to a level where our community, our residents, our families are proud of how they look, how they feel, how they enjoy them. And our rose garden there, I noticed what was a little neglected. It's a little neglected, but we're going to take care of that on Saturday. So I'm really excited about that. Open to the community. I hope that some of you join us. 9 a.m. Norwalk Park Rose Garden Beautification Project, and that particular area is right along Sproul. It's Sproul Street, right, Jesus? Yes. Jesus, you ready for Saturday?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Okay. Just checking.
I'm taking notes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, hopefully we have beautiful weather. We'll see. I hope it doesn't rain on us, but we'll see. We'll see. A little rain never hurt nobody, though. Okay. Tomorrow we are having our Mayor's Prayer Breakfast. I'm very excited about that. I want to thank staff in advance for all of the work that you put into making this possible. I know Richard Legaspi is going to be there bright and early, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow, and I hope that many of you are able to join us for this opportunity. I also want to give a shout out to Norwalk High School. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. they're having the Top 20 Student Award ceremony. So congratulations to the top 20 students at Norwalk High School. Good job academically and otherwise. Top 20 recognition is a really big deal. So that's happening at Norwalk High School tomorrow at 6 p.m. Vice Mayor Ayala mentioned the Vista Verde ribbon cutting that we had on April 8th. That was really exciting because not only was it exciting because it just, I mean, the kids, I mean, they just love this stuff and their joy. I mean, it's hard not to just let it, let yourself be a piece of that. But as I was talking to parents that were there that had their young children enjoying the playground, they shared with me that that was the park they played at. They grew up in the area of Vista Verde. And so they would play at that park. And now they're bringing their own young children to play at that park. So generation to another generation. Those are the best stories that I really enjoy hearing. Last Saturday on the 13th, I attended the Southeast Japanese School and Community Center award ceremony. They had there recognizing some of their dedicated volunteers, but I also took the opportunity to present to them a proclamation for Asian American Pacific Islander Month. Again, this was at the Southeast Japanese School and Community Center, and we had a good time there. And on April 20th, let's see, what do we got here? Yes, April 22nd, this coming Monday. We have a couple of other activities. We have an eco garden workshop at the Senior Center at 10 a.m. We have our Hollyfield Park Playground ribbon cutting at 3 p.m. And we are going to have a Meet the Mayor at 4 p.m. Yes, we are getting this done. We are good to go. So we hope that we get a lot of participation. I know that we will for the playgrounds. I know, again, we kind of time them with the school dismissal. Dolland is right there. So as soon as these kids let out for dismissal and the parents are there waiting for them, they come right over. So we have a really excited, fun crowd of kids just waiting to join us for the ribbon cutting. And then I hope that you stay, those that are going to plan on attending, that you stay for the Meet the Mayor beginning at 4 p.m. also there at Hollyfield Park. So, okay.
Mayor, can I add something? And I'm glad
Yes,
that you
ma'am.
brought that up.
Yes, ma'am.
So far this year, we've had 3 ribbon cuttings for our parks and our playground equipment, and they've all been at 3 o'clock. And we get a lot of questions like, why are we doing it at 3? We can't get there. We work, this and that. The playgrounds are there for the kids. And if you notice, a lot of the playgrounds that we have are right next door to or in the vicinity of elementary schools. And so it's a great way to partner with our schools and the parents that are picking them up and the kids that are there. The excitement when they actually get to be involved. It's their playground. So I just wanted to put that out there. We've gotten a lot of questions of why are we doing it in the middle of the week? Why are we doing it at 3 o'clock? People have to work. We can't get there in time. And thank you for bringing that up because it's really important that we keep our youth involved in these types of ribbon cuttings. And I think it's great that we're able to partner it with our elementary schools. I can't be there at 3 o'clock because of work, and I completely understand. I'm not going down the slide. They are. So it's for them. And I think it's great that we're able to work with our schools and our youth in order to do that. So thank you for being available to do that.
Thank you. We can make that happen if you want to go down the slide, by the way. But yes, thank you, Jennifer, for bringing that up. We've had the principals of the schools come out and share their gratitude and their excitement, so it does work really well. There usually is a reason why we do our planning when we do, but I will share with you all that our next ribbon cutting for our playground is going to be on a Saturday, right, Alan? And so I don't want to spoil any surprises or anything, but I will share that we try to accommodate as many, people that want to come and join in the festivities as we can. And so the next one is going to be on a Saturday. Okay, so yes, thank you.
That was one of the things that I was going to add is that, and it's great for those that are right by the school and what have you, but some of the other folks that do work and, have to go pick up the kids and what have you, they're going to be able to do that. Alan, do we have the date? I was trying to look in my calendar. Saturday, Is it May or June?
So the next ribbon cutting would be Bob By Park, and that would be on Saturday, April 27th.
Oh, it's
The-
coming up. Okay, so I'm
Yeah.
glad that we're talking about it because
So if you
It
drive to
falls
that park,
within
you
our
see all the
time.
work we're putting in the preparation of that day.
that's very exciting. That's the one that has now the bathrooms and
Dog
all
park.
that and a little play area. It's so needed and it's the one right by Costco.
Yeah.
It's
So
very
our
exciting. Saturday, April 27th.
and our flyer will be going out on Thursday morning.
Okay, and what time is that going to be?
The event's from 10 till 1, but the ceremony will be at 10:30 a.m.
Okay, great. I'm glad that we brought it up today. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, everyone. We're going to continue now with our special presentations. And the first one on deck here is City Council to proclaim April 26, 2024 as Arbor Day in the city of Norwalk. This April 26th is recognized as Arbor Day, a special time to be set aside for planting trees and celebrating its vital role in our environment. Trees contribute significantly to the health and well-being of our community by providing oxygen and making our landscape beautiful. The observance of Arbor Day serves as a reminder for all of us to conserve and protect our planet for future generations. That is why the city of Norwalk is proud to proclaim April 26 as Arbor Day and have a deeper appreciation for nature worldwide. Accepting this proclamation is our very own Public Services Department. We thank them for their service with their expertise and dedication to environmental management and a green thumb, because you have to have a green thumb, right? They're part of the work behind the trees that are planted and maintained. And I planted trees with these guys and they make it a lot of fun. So if you ever have a chance to plant a tree with our public services, don't miss out. Their efforts contribute to cleaner air, the trees, not our public services employees, but you guys do too. Their efforts contribute to cleaner air and enhanced quality of life for the residents. Public Services team, please come forward to receive the proclamation and take photos. And again, thank you for all that you do. Let's give them a round of applause. Yes.
All right, everybody get, all right, come on. Line it up, line it up, lock it up, let's go, lock it up.
Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. We get one more. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, test, okay. So far this year, guess how many trees they've planted? Almost 200 trees. Is that amazing or what?
Ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3.
Everybody, ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. And only Juan knows, okay. Only Juan.
No, only Juan knows this, but there's a mayor's tree somewhere that we planted a few years back for Margarita Rios, but only Juan knows where it is.
And it's healthy and it's thriving.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
We love trees. We love our public services department even more. Okay, our next presentation this evening is City Council to recognize Norwalk High School wrestling teams for qualifying for the Masters and States tournaments. Woo-hoo. Tonight, it's an honor to recognize and congratulate the outstanding achievements of Norwalk High School wrestling teams. The teams have not only just qualified for the CIF Masters and States tournaments, but also showcased remarkable performances throughout the season. 5 wrestlers, where are you? Come forward so we can see you. Come over to the podium. These wrestlers qualified for the Masters tournament, which is no small feat against the fierce competition from over 500 schools in the CIF Southern section. Think about that, 500 schools. Congratulations to Jimmy Puentello. Who's Jimmy? Okay. Congratulations. Give him a round. Yes, he earned it. Amber Farr. Go Amber. Mia Farr. Go Mia. Is Sean Otero here? Okay. How about Casey Otero? All right, Casey. In addition, Sean and Casey Otero qualified for the prestigious California State Tournament, representing Norwalk High School with pride. As a result, Sean finished in the top 12 and Casey finished in the top 24. Congratulations to you all. I'd also like to invite up, if we have them here, Coach Brian, are you here? Coach Brian. Come on down, Coach Brian. Frank Soto, Coach Soto. And how about our principal, David Olea? All right, colleagues, will you join me for some photos? And all right, amongst the 4 of you, who wants to speak and rep right now? A quick little speech to the, come on, step up. You can do it. Let's go, do it. All right, we're listening.
Thank you so much for honoring us. It's really a great thing to be here, trying to work hard for everything, working hard to be here. It's pretty cool, honestly. I don't know what to say, but it's pretty cool to be here. It's a really big accomplishment.
Awesome. Yes. That was super exciting because I know how tough it is to wrestle. Both of my sons wrestled in high school, and I didn't know much about it in the beginning, but once I started going to the tournaments, I was like, wow, man, there's a lot of preparation. But it was so exciting to watch, especially when they'd get a pin. It's like, yes, but it's tough, right? Congratulations to you. And for the parents and supporters of that team, congrats to you too for supporting their work. Yes, so thank you to all the parents. Amazing. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you. Okay, we now we'll continue with our city manager comments. Jesus?
Yes, Mayor, members of the City Council and our community. I'd first like to introduce Iso Nagasato with Athens Services, and she's here to provide us with some information of some upcoming events, and we're happy that she's here to announce those in public. Iso?
This one. Ooh. Hi there, good evening. My name is Iso Nakasato. Thank you for having me in short notice, but this is Earth Month, and there are a couple of events that I would love to announce to everybody, but the mayor has already done that, so I don't have to do that. So thank you, Mayor. But I also think repetition is the mother of all learning, so we're gonna go for it. And I'll have these flyers back here in case anybody wants them. Go ahead and go towards the back. Also, we mailed these out to all the residents. And so we are going to have a cleanup event. So what does that mean? That means bring all your stuff, get in line, and our guys will go ahead and help you take it out of your car, and we will put it into a roll-off, and we will dispose of it for you. So that couch that's been sitting in your garage, that TV you're trying to get rid of, bring it over. Please no construction and demolition. That's really important. It weighs a lot, and that's a different kind of disposal system. But the mayor did a great job in kind of going over all of the do's and don'ts of the citywide cleanup. This is a great event, so please take advantage of it and bring us all your trash, and we can talk trash together. The other thing that I want to go ahead and talk about is 2 weeks after that, we are going to have a free compost and mulch giveaway. So being that it's Earth Month, it's been very green, you want to go ahead and keep that moisture in your ground. So by putting mulch over your gardens, all over the rose garden that you guys are going to do on Saturday, I'll save you some for that one. And you can put that mulch over your plants, and it keeps the moisture intact into the ground. The compost is very, very potent stuff. For those who do gardening, you want some of this. So you want to mix your regular soil with the compost. So that's 1 part of compost and 3 parts of regular soil. You mix it, and you're going to see all your plants and your flowers bloom this spring and this summer. That will be on Saturday, May 4th, here at City Hall from 8 a.m. to noon. For those who have been in this event, it is an intense event here in Norwalk. People love planting things. I think that attributes to what the mayor was saying. You guys love your beautiful environments. So come early, get your compost, because the line is long and people love this event. So please join us in our events in the next 2 weeks, and we will be glad to service you. Another couple of things that we have been fortunate enough to participate with the city. Unfortunately, the Chamber Spring Festival was rescheduled, but we were able to go ahead and sponsor that one. We're also sponsoring the Lions Club. You guys are having your event here at City Hall, the City Hall lawn next month in May. We're sponsoring also the Norwalk 5K, and we'll be here for your Arbor Day. So you'll see a lot of Athens around, and we're happy to be here and service you. So if you have any questions, I'll be here and I'll put these flyers in the back. Thank you so much.
Issa, I do
Yes.
have one question.
Yes.
If our residents cannot make it on Saturday, April 20th, can you please remind them of the wonderful service and partnership that the city of Norwalk and Athens have in regards to bulky items and how they can do that every week at their own home? How do they have to do that? How many bulky items do they get every week? So if they can't come on Saturday, how can they still get rid of these items in their own, from their home on their residence?
It is super easy. Everyone has a cell phone. Mostly everyone has a smartphone. You take out your smartphone, you go to athensservices.com, and you click on bulky items. You go to Norwalk and you state your items and you put your address in. It's super simple. It takes all of 3 minutes to do because I do it all the time. I do it for my neighbors, which I shouldn't, but I do. I'm that person. I am the trash lady. I am that person. But it's very, very simple. All you got to do is follow the prompts. If you have a mattress, if you have furniture, you just follow the prompts. Super easy, 3 minutes. We will schedule it on your next pickup day, and we will get it out of the way. Super
And
easy.
our residents get 5 items every single week.
Every week. But you'd be surprised that people hold on to their items until something like this comes around, and then they are in a mad rush.
Yeah.
So you'll be surprised this weekend. It'll be a lot of stuff.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jesus.
So thank you very much, and mostly for providing the service to our residents so that we can have our homes cleaned for spring. The next update I want to provide is something that we've been working on with our mayor and our staff. We are working with a few shopping centers to be able to have them bring up the standards of what they're looking, what their status to bring up to par. We are working with several of them. Some of them have agreed to, as an example, to go from twice a month power washing their sidewalks to now every week. And so we'll see that turn around so that we can see a better and cleaner shopping centers. We have spoken to them about better lighting in their parking lots to be able to have a safer environment for those who are visiting our shopping centers. And the key is that we want to be partners with our shopping centers, and we want to be able to help them thrive in our community. We have a thriving community. One of the things that I share with developers is that Norwalk does spend. So if we have places that are safe, our residents will attend and they will shop and they will spend. So we're encouraging that with our shopping centers, and we're going to continue to do that. We are meeting with either the regional managers, and we're meeting with store managers, their security component of their stores, but in overall the shopping centers, we want them to look better, and that's the overall approach in partnership with us, the city. Whatever we can do, we're going to help in that. And one of the benefits is that we also introduce our quadrant officers. We put them in touch with their security businesses so that we can have better communication overall and better eyes on the elements that we do not want in our shopping centers. The next item is the Caltrans has begun additional improvements on the 105 in Studebaker, improving the off-ramp of the 105. Thanks to the mayor and the city council for their support in providing information not only to our supervisor, our Janice Honor supervisor, but also at the state level. So they have begun today some additional improvements. And so we want to make sure that that intersection becomes safer for our transit riders that are coming off that off ramp. It's a very dangerous off ramp. We've had accidents, and more recent, we've had accidents that probably could have been prevented if we had additional safety features off the off ramp. So they've begun that today. So it's working. The pressure that we're providing at the local and state level, we've been asking for these improvements for some time, and I can report to you that today they've begun those improvements. So we'll see how much of that will be completed and how much more needs to be done. So thank you for your support. Next, we've had some great events in the city, exciting events, some that had to be relocated, and it seemed like they were even more exciting. But we want to share this with the community. And the first video that we want to share with you is the extravagant hunt video that occurred this past month.
Welcome to the City of Norwalk's Easter Extravaganza Egg Hunt. Today we're here at the Extravagant Egg Hunt at the Norwalk Arts and Sports Complex. We had to move the event indoors, and as you can see, everybody came out. We didn't let the rain stop us today. Along with the egg hunts every hour, we also have arts and crafts. We have a health and wellness exhibitor area and $5 bunny photos.
So today we're having our Health and Wellness Expo. My team and I from Cal State Long Beach found that obesity was a prevalent social problem in Norwalk, and we decided to get some community vendors and resources together to spread the word.
I've seen so much excitement here with our kids and our families, eager to come and celebrate with the City of Norwalk for our Egg Extravagant event.
I'll tell you, that was an exciting event to watch. It was, yeah, especially the pre-teenagers. Oh, they were going after those eggs. Next, we have the Vista Verde Park ribbon cutting video. That's the one you had mentioned earlier. We want to share this with the community. Please come and join us for future ribbon cuttings. We have more to come. This is one for the Vista Verde Park.
Our parks here in the City of Norwalk are definitely a priority for us. So this playground is state-of-the-art. We are renovating, we are improving, we are upgrading.
One, two,
Born and raised in Norwalk, so really excited about this whole situation with the Vista Verde Park opening.
Growing up and seeing how it started and seeing all the developments, it's improved a lot. And I'm really proud to see that Norwalk's growing up and getting a lot better.
Very exciting to see the kids on the new playground. The next is the biweekly review video, and those are activities that have happened in the past 2 weeks, and we'd like to share that with the community as well. And this is all that happens in 2 weeks for all of those of you who want to find something to do in our community. There's something for everyone, And here it is.
The Social Services Center held a spring soiree event on Tuesday, April the 2nd. The participants enjoyed each other's company with dancing and refreshments. On Thursday the 4th, all the fun was again at the Social Services Center as family and friends gathered for Spring Animals Movie Night. The feature film was Hop. Those in attendance enjoyed making rabbits out of socks and other materials while enjoying the movie. What a night! April 11th was a special day at the Norwalk Senior Center. The Norwalk High School Jazz Band and Choir hosted an exquisite recital for seniors and other guests to enjoy. It was a musical event to remember. The Southeast Japanese School and Community Center hosted its annual recognition and awards dinner on Saturday, April 15th. Mayor Margarita Rios was in attendance to present their volunteer service honorees with certificates of recognition. Mayor Rios also presented an Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month proclamation.
Lots of activities. And the last video that I'd like to share is one from Siaka, our fuzzy friends.
Hello, Norwalk. My name is Lieutenant Mike Armendariz, and I'm with the Department of Public Safety. And I'm here at Siaka today to tell you about Pets for Troops. I'm here with Boots, one of many pets available for adoption. Pets for Troops is a program here at Siaka that allows our military veterans in the city of Norwalk to adopt a pet like Boots at no cost. Visit siaka.org to view all animals available for adoption.
And you can make one happy too. Adopt one. And that concludes my comments. Thank you.
Thank you, Jesus. Yeah, a lot of good stuff happening in the city. I'm really proud of everything that's going on. I want to thank you and the team for, your leadership and following through on the council's desires and wishes and goals and to-dos. Thank you for getting it done. Okay, next we have our director's report, Recreation and Park Services Department.
Yes, we have our Parks and Recreation Director, Alan Perdone, that will present.
Thank you, Susan. So I'm very excited to present to the City Council and everyone present on a quick update on the Recreation and Park Services Department. So who are we? Who is Parks and Rec? So the Recreation and Park Services Department is dedicated to building vibrant and resilient communities by providing essential services that advance mental, physical, and emotional health. Oh, sorry. What do we do? The department is composed of the following sections: the Norwalk Arts and Sports Complex, contract classes and aquatics. Our second division are park sports and adaptive recreation, followed by cultural arts center, museums and camps, and lastly, our very, very famous special events and teens division. Actually, let me go back. I'm trying to manage my laptop and my clicker here. So let me go back and, so actually what do? It's we enhance, our services enhance the quality of life to our residents by promoting health and wellness, providing access to open spaces, sparkling creativity and imagination, and create an inclusive space for all to thrive. Here is an organizational chart. So our department is comprised of 13 full-timers. So each division has one supervisor and one coordinator that manage that division. So what we did here in the slide, we color coordinated that. So for example, you can see the teal, that's our Norwalk Arts and Sports Complex division, followed by the green, that's our Park Sports and Adaptive. Orange is our Cultural Arts, Museum and Camps. And lastly, our purple is our special events and teens. We are very part-time heavy. We couldn't do the work we do with our amazing part-time staff. And every summer we bring on board 100 summer youth workers and we station them throughout different departments throughout the city. And they build a lot of different skill sets that hopefully can prepare them for the market as they get older. I went over this slide already. The Norwalk Arts and Sports Complex, our flagship. So this is your first stop to begin and maintain an active lifestyle. So we have a weight room, a gymnasium, a boxing gym, racquetball courts, soon a spin room class that's in the works. And we have a beautiful community center that's available for facility reservations. And then just to provide some statistics here, so for example, in 2023, we had a total of 1,847 class enrollments. That's individual enrollments. And then we had 977 fitness centers memberships. In 2024, we're gonna hit that 1,000 mark. That's our goal. And then we had 738 facility reservations. So that is a big increase from the previous year. Our aquatics pavilion, it includes a lap pool, wading pool, a variety of year-round water activities such as swim lessons, lap swim, water aerobics. And we do have some big popular events like our aqua carnival, our dive-in movie night, and our pumpkin float. Again, some quick little stats for aquatics. We did 1,077 individual lap swim sessions. So that's pretty impressive. And we held 267 swim classes. Moving on to our Parks and Sports Adaptive Recreation Division. We manage 12 public parks, 3 park facility rentals, our youth and adult sports divisions, which is very popular, very large. Our after-school program, we call it Park Pal, so it's offered at 7 school sites. In the summer, the hours expand so we can accommodate for summertime. And they host such events such as a park movie nights and our Bunny Glow Fest. And also our very, very popular our adaptive recreation program, and that's one of our participants. I believe that's at Norwalk High School for our Special Olympics kickoff. And then we also facilitate our fields. So in 2023, we facilitated over 28,000 hours of field reservations. That's for all of our community-based organizations like Norwalk, Pony, Little Lake. So we have a lot of organizations, and our team does a phenomenal job prepping those fields along with public services. So kudos to them for everything they do to prep those fields as well. And we also have, this is our Norwalk Youth Sports. We had in 2023, close to 2,000 youth sports participants and then 230 volunteer coaches. So again, those are invaluable hours that without them, we could not have these programs in our community. Our special events and teams, everyone always tells me when I came to Norwalk, we do special events, and I can tell you we definitely do. So we create memorable experiences. We manage 10 recreational major events, for example, our concerts in the park in the summer, our Independence Day Festival, to name a few. We also assist administration with 7 administrative events. One of those is tomorrow morning, the Mayor's Bridge Breakfast, for example. We also manage our Teen Center, our Teen Alliance program, also known as TAP, and our Summer Youth Worker program that I mentioned a couple slides ago, which we take about approximately this summer, close to 100 kids and teach them valuable skill sets. We also do special event permits. We assist the gentleman to my right with his community development, groundbreaking events or ribbon cuttings, so forth. And we also manage our special event permits. We also, for example, some really cool stats is in 2023, we estimated 46,000 people attended our special events, 350 registered TAP volunteers, and we processed 30 special event permits. Our cultural art museum and camps. So again, inspiring creativity and appreciation for the arts. The section consists of the following: our cultural art classes and workshops, our very award-winning CPRS, California Parks and Recreation Society award-winning Mini-Achis program, and our Mary Paxton Art Gallery. We also manage our kids' day camps, 2 historical homes, and I think this held about a month and a half ago, our Amazing Artastic event. And in 2023, we hosted over 1,432 cultural art participants. That's individual registrations, 273 cultural art classes that we offer in that calendar year. So very impressive numbers, and I know that we have big plans on how we can improve our cultural art center to be a regional art center. And I think in closing, as I prepare for this presentation, I kind of wanted to summarize how do I define what Parks and Rec is in Norwalk? And I thought about this, and I kind of came up with these 4 statements. So I'll say them first, and I'll go over the following, I think, where we're going and where we want to go. So I think parks are the lungs and heart and soul of Norwalk's infrastructure. Parks are not just green spaces, but public spaces for people to laugh, smile, and create long-lasting memories. Parks are not just an entity, but a vital part of Norwalk's infrastructure and first line of defense against climate change. So that is kind of my perspective as I kind of came up with this presentation. This is, I think, 4 statements that are hopefully true. And as we look into the future, we look at where are we going? How do we reimagine what we do? And I think the first statement is reimagining parks and recreation. How do our parks become a resource to our community? A commitment to continue to deliver programs that adapt to changing times and community needs as generational trends continue to evolve. Secondly, building smart parks. We're already doing that. We have our Park Connect that's already running in some of our parks. We have our surveillance camera systems that provide an extra layer of security and safety for every member that uses our parks. So implementing technology that enhances the end user experience of Norwalk's park system, allowing staff to use data to expand on our program and customer service delivery. Next, bullet number 3 is envisioning parks with our voters. What does this mean? It is a new design approach focused on improving the areas where parks and neighborhoods meet, such as entryways, edges, and park adjacent spaces. Parks are not a silo, but a connected park system. So I believe, our streets are sort of like the nerves and veins that connect every single organ of that park system. So that's kind of how I view parks. Creating a foundation of equity and inclusion, making space and places that are welcoming to all Norwalk residents, designing and improving parks through community engagement. And I think the Hermosillo project is a perfect example of how residents came together to give us amazing feedback, and together we were able to submit a great grant submittal that now we're in the process of that project. So I think that's a testament to a foundation of equity and inclusion. And lastly, promoting sustainability in parks and recreation, which aligns with the city's strategic plan, using park design for stormwater capture, reducing waste, and facility water reduction. So that's a quick overview of our department. And I think the last slide is, I want to introduce you to the ladies that I work with. So I know you all know Sone Batres. I think she's right behind me. So that's her, you just saw her in the video too right now. That's our recreation superintendent, and I work with other 4 amazing and talented young ladies. So Monica Trevino manages our sports complex division. Patty Escano manages our cultural arts center. Marisabel Camacho, also known as Mauri, manages our parks and sports and adaptive. And then Rosie Lozoya manages our special events, our teen and our special event permits. So that is sort of our team. And if for anyone who's watching this slide and you don't follow us in Rec Norwalk, you have no excuse. That's up there right now. You can follow us. We're trying to hit the, I think, 6,000 mark by the end of this year, so you can help me tonight. But in all, this is kind of a quick overview of our presentation. So if you have any questions, I can gladly answer them.
Yes, go ahead. Alan, you and your team, and of course, everybody involved, because the TAP group, the youth, the volunteers, everybody just brings everything together. So thank you for heading this department and doing such wonderful things. I just look forward to everything that is coming about, and we've all had such a great time with some of our other events that we've had. I wanted to ask you about our 5K. Do we know where we're going to be and like what the course is, or I don't know if it's called course.
Yeah, so our map will go out tomorrow morning. So it's I think it's in my inbox. I just got to upload it to the website. And I know we're working with Glenn and his team to help us do our traffic control plan, but it will be here in the Civic Center, and it will be around the Civic Center area. Unfortunately, we wanted to hit a lot of iconic Norwalk landmarks, but there's no way without crossing the railroad station, and unfortunately that presents an issue. So for the time being, this is it, but it's something we can continue to evaluate in the future. Yeah, around here, yes. I'm excited to announce we have, I think, close to 700 registered runners as of last time I checked a couple of days ago, and I think close to $20,000 in sponsorships. So we have a lot of community members and businesses that have really kind of put their paycheck, I guess, what their mouth is, and really support our events, and we're very thankful. And I think we already have about 30 exhibitors that have shown interest participating that day. So we have a very exciting event, and I hope the community can come out and run. You can run, walk. We don't really care how you do it, but just come out and help us. So and be with us. Yeah.
I'm going to be there walking. And I think that one of our sponsors is also Athens, right? Athens, thank you so much for being such a great corporate sponsor and doing so much for our city. Thank you. And so we really look forward to this. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes. Oh, okay. You have a video. Yes?
Oh, yes. I forgot about the video.
All right, let's
I got
watch.
so lost in the PowerPoint.
Let us now watch the video. Thank you, Alan, to you and your team. I mean, I'm very, very proud of the work that's been done with our parks and the work that's continued to occur, going to happen in the future, as well as all the events that we've had and those that have yet to come. As I'm so passionate about our parks, and just to see the things, that I have envisioned, that, the council has been talking about, and again, through the leadership of our city manager and the staff, who really does all the work behind the scenes. I mean, we have this vision that we talk about, and then we all, come to an agreement that it'd be good for the city, because that's our focus. If it's good for the city, if it's good for our residents, then let's make it happen. So thank you. I'm very proud of the work that you guys do.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll go ahead and move our consent calendar. We have items 1 through 11.
Move it.
Second?
Can I get a roll call, please?
Councilmembers Perez,
Aye.
Valencia,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Ayala,
Aye.
Mayor Rios.
Aye. Appointments, item number 12. Do we have any advisory body appointments this evening?
Madam Mayor, I do have one appointment. I'd like to appoint Ms. Kim Apodaca to the Public Safety Commission.
Okay, I'll second that. Can we get a roll call?
Councilmembers Perez,
Aye.
Valencia,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Ayala,
Aye.
and Mayor Rios.
Aye. Item number 13 is the Norwalk Housing Authority appointments, and the recommendation is to reappoint Councilmember Valencia to a 4-year term ending April 30th, 2028. I'll go ahead and move that item.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Councilmembers Perez,
Aye.
Valencia,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Ayala,
Aye.
and Mayor Rios.
Aye. Okay, moving on to oral communications. I do have a few cards this evening, and the first one, Rose Romero. Come on up. You have 3 minutes.
Yeah, what I want to talk about is that I'm so happy that Ozzy Ramos became our assistant city manager, because I know he's taking over for our dear Kevin Gano, who was one of our best directors of public safety. Then he became our deputy city manager. So Ozzy, I know you're going to do a fine job. You got Kevin looking over after you, and you're just going to do a good job. And congratulations on being picked the deputy city manager. I'm so happy and proud. And I know Kevin is proud of you too. So thank you for taking the job.
Thank you, Rose. Okay, the next speaker is Shantae Smith. Shantae?
Took my glasses off, but I really can't see, but I don't think I need to see. As you guys heard, I'm Shantae Smith. Ms. Valencia and Margarita, you guys already spoke to our event. That's one of the reasons why I was here, to speak to our event that's coming up. But I do want to give a little bit of a snippet. This year, we will be having a few extra things going on. Mr. Allen, he and I have met a couple times and talked, and he is allowing us to have a petting zoo, which we've never had before. It's always been one of our visions to have a petting zoo. And we're also going to have a bouncy house that's going to be in the back park area. So he and his team has been very gracious to us to allow us to have these things to make our event that much more fun for the family. So it is really, it's really heartwarming to see that I'm growing and having a relationship with the community, and for them to be able to help us out, starting with Margarita, meeting her years ago and her encouraging me to go ahead with the nonprofit, and with Jennifer and her support Miss Valencia with her support. She came to both of our events last year, and I seen her at the beginning, and then I didn't see her again till she was leaving toward the end. So, you know, she took her notes, but it's just very good for the community to support, for us to support our event, and we really truly appreciate everyone's support. And again, thank you, Mr. Allen, for your help. It's Sunday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. 10 to 2, yes. So that's pretty much it. We're just pretty excited because there's going to be a lot of things coming and going. So we're just kind of getting a little extra pumped. Still have people registering. So thank you again for that.
Brian Tyndall.
Hello, council and staff. My name is Brian Tyndall. I've been a Norwalk resident for about a year now. I've never actually introduced myself. I was talking to you guys about plastic water bottles, and environmental issues are very important to me, and that's what I would like to continue to talk about. And it's a little difficult to do that, though, because oral communication is at the end of the meetings. Today's meeting was very, very short, which is great. I'm sure we all want to go home. But some of the meetings go a little bit long, and it makes it a little difficult to be able to speak. One of the requirements when I came to Norwalk was, one of the requirements when looking for a place to move was a connected community that I was able to speak at. That's why we ruled out some of the unincorporated areas, since I wanted to speak in local politics. That's something that I did where I lived before in Monrovia. I got a community garden started, got Chick-fil-A to relocate a building and save a 30-year-old tree, which I was very proud of at the time. I hate getting up and speaking in public. So that's why it means a lot to be able to come up and speak, and how passionate I am about the environmental issues that I would like to see the city move forward with. I got involved with local politics because at the national level, there's just too many things going on and too much money. And so being able to speak locally, I feel like I can see your faces, see everybody here, and so you see me, and so we're able to accomplish something better for the community. I am an entertainment electrician, so I do film premieres and weddings and stuff like that. I've been on tour for 3 years of my life, living out of a suitcase. I understand how much red carpet gets thrown away. It is a staggering amount. I've been so busy on tour that I have thrown away clothes because I haven't had time to do laundry. So the environmental issues that's where all my environmental interest stems from, is seeing how much waste is generated in this industry. And I'm disgustingly versed in environmental issues. My wife is tired of hearing about it, but so I would just like to see oral communication move a little bit earlier in the meetings, if that's possible. I know I've spoken at other dioceses, boards and stuff, and it's always a little bit earlier in the meeting. So if that's something that could be considered. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Richard Lambert.
Mayor, Councilman, you do not realize how happy I was that you sang happy birthday to me. Us veterans are committing suicide, I hear, at the rate of almost 22 a day. And they found out sending cards to them, letting them know that they're being thought of, reduces that. Immigration Naturalization Service has now been changed to Immigration Customs Enforcement, I hear. I guess that's the truth. And the truth is that Goodness, that's a picture of him, walked over 1,500 miles from Siberia to give me a birthday wishes. And Goodness suffered from exhaustion, frostbite, blisters, and poor cell reception, but he made it. So please have a happy birthday for Goodness' sake. I found this humorous. When I first got out of jail, I saw this guy called the apostate prophet, Radvin Edmir. And he talked about something that we should take more into consideration. For 1,600 years, people have been teaching their children to hate Christians. I'm a Christian. And to hate Jews. I'm here partly because of what a Jew did to me in 2005. But I'm not angry at him anymore. I pray for him. I hope he changes. I've been writing notes because I have a terrible memory. You know, I was brain dead, I think, because I got a piece of paper from the hospital that said I was deceased. But I don't want Sharia law here. Polemics and apologetics. Sam Shamoun does both. And he shows a bunch of people that they're worshiping the devil. They come here and they restrict our freedom of movement. Douglas Murray talked about it. Tommy Robinson also. We do not have sufficient deterrence in our justice system to protect me, to protect us. Mosaf Hussam Yosef used to be living in Palestine, and he gives us warning about what's going on. During the war, Willis Ching Lee was one of the best captains of a battleship we ever had. I watched a special on him the other day. And then us old geezers, you know, Forrest Gump may have got it wrong because he wasn't really out there, but the 77th Army, bunch of old Army guys, they were 35 years old when they went into battle. But the Marines got hold of them and called them the 77th Marine Division.
Thank you, Richard.
Thank you.
Okay, before we close, I'd like to ask that we adjourn this meeting in memory of Evelyn Shackle and Shackle. Okay. Evelyn, so I ask that we adjourn in memory of Evelyn Shackle, who lived approximately 65 years in Norwalk and has survived. Okay, Rose, stop interrupting me. And also that we adjourn in memory of Martin Greenidge. Yes, we will. Yes, but I wanted to honor his memory by adjourning for him. So with that, we are adjourned. Have a safe and happy evening, rest of your evening.